night is an abyss as a group of 5 daring souls venture deep into the foreboding heart of the cursed Whispering Woods. The trees loom like ancient, twisted sentinels, and the air is a suffocating miasma of dread. The forest exudes a sinister aura that clings to their skin like an unholy shroud. It's as if the very earth beneath their feet trembles with malevolence, and the haunting winds whisper secrets that only the lost have heard. In a clearing veiled by sinister shadows, they set up their tents, feeling the oppressive weight of centuries of despair. The very act of pitching their tents feels like a blasphemous intrusion into the forest's enigmatic domain, and each stake driven into the earth seems like a mockery of the forest's ancient secrets. The ground itself seems to groan in response, burdened by their presence. Eerie whispers, like the agonized cries of the damned, slither through the trees, and the group is gripped by terror. Each whispered word gnaws at their sanity, and they struggle to decipher the malevolent messages. It's as though the trees themselves are whispering stories of doom and despair, and the very air is heavy with the weight of suffering. Every rustle of leaves and creak of branches is a haunting reminder that they are not alone in the woods. Possessions vanish into the abyss, stolen by insidious forces lurking among the trees. Accusations, paranoia, and hysteria infect the group, eroding their unity. The loss of their belongings feels like the first step towards their own personal hell. The very ground beneath them seems to hunger for their torment. Every missing item is a reminder of their vulnerability, a cruel jest played by the malevolent forest. Gargantuan, hoof-like prints surrounding the campsite send shockwaves of horror through them. They realize they are encircled by an ancient evil, and escape seems impossible. The forest is a trap, and they are ensnared in its dark, foreboding web. Their every step watched by malevolent eyes in the shadows. It's as if the very earth itself has borne witness to the horrors of the past, and they are treading on unhallowed ground. Horrifying, grotesque figurines dangle from branches, their wicked craftsmanship a testament to malevolence. The group senses that these crude sculptures are a dire omen, mocking their vulnerability. The figures leer at them with twisted, contorted expressions, as if they know the secrets of their impending doom, and their limbs seem poised to reach out and grab them into the abyss. It's as though the very trees have become artists of the macabre, sculpting their own nightmarish visions. They wake to find their tents in tatters, their gear demolished by unseen claws, and the forest rejoices in their fear. Their cries of despair are muffled by the pervasive malevolence that infects the cursed woods, and the very trees seem to jeer at their vulnerability. The forest's cruel laughter echoing through the night. It's as though the forest itself has conspired against them, leaving them exposed and defenseless, a cruel jest in the eyes of the ancient woods. The forest morphs into a labyrinth of despair, ensnaring them in a nightmare where every path leads further into the abyss. As the unrelenting night persists, they become resigned to their grim fate, and the very ground they tread feels like quicksand, dragging them deeper into the forest's malevolent heart. Every tree, every rock, every shadow seems like a malevolent entity, determined to lead them further into the forest's sinister grasp. They are trapped in a nightmare of their own making. Unnatural, guttural sounds pervade the air, resonating with the agony of the Forsaken. The forest's cacophony of dread mounts, and they comprehend they are prey within a vile trap. Every sound they hear is a reminder that they're being hunted, and their fear is the predator. The very air itself crackling with malevolence. It's as though the forest has become a symphony of suffering, and they are its unwilling audience, forced to listen to the nightmarish composition of the cursed woods. A member of the group is torn from their midst, vanishing into the black void of the forest. The others are left trembling, their senses straining to discern the abhorrent presence that lurks nearby. They are suddenly aware that they are not the hunters, they are the hunted, and the forest itself is the merciless predator. It's as though the very air is alive with a malevolent force, and it has claimed one of their own as its victim. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig is a reminder that they are not alone, and the forest's hunger knows no bounds. They stumble upon a decrepit cabin, a vile relic of forgotten sins. Inside, they unearth cursed diaries and profane relics that reveal the harrowing history of the cursed Whispering Woods. The walls of the cabin seem to whisper the stories of those who have perished within its walls, their anguished souls still trapped within its decaying timbers, and the very air inside is thick with the stench of malevolence. It's as though the cabin itself is a portal to the darkest depths of the forest's history, a place where the sins of the past still linger. A malevolent spirit materializes in the cabin, its hollow eyes a window into the abyss. Its whispered warning is a chilling prophecy of doom, leaving them paralyzed by terror. The spirit's presence feels like a window into the tormented history of the forest, and it warns them that they are condemned to share in that suffering. Its words reverberating in their minds like a cursed incantation. It's as though the very walls of the cabin have given voice to the forest's malevolence, and the spirit is a harbinger of their impending doom. Desperation propels them to flee the cabin, with the inhuman wails of their pursuers echoing in their ears. Relentless horrors chase them, and every step deeper into the woods amplifies their dread, their every breath thick with the malevolent presence that surrounds them. They are running from a force that is as old as time itself, and it shows no mercy. It's as though the forest itself has come to life, and every tree, every shadow, is a relentless hunter, determined to claim their souls. The forest distorts, its malevolence manifesting in grotesque forms that torment their senses. They are trapped in a relentless, hallucinatory chase, where shadows warp into hideous terrors. It's as if the very fabric of reality is unraveling around them, and they're plummeting into a waking nightmare, their every step laden with terror. The forest has become a nightmarish funhouse, distorting their perception of reality and turning every step into a descent into madness. At the base of an ancient tree, they discover etchings revealing a nightmarish saga of betrayal, vengeance, and an entity seeking retribution. The grotesque history of the cursed Whispering Woods stands exposed, and they understand the depths of their trespass. The etchings tell of a cycle of suffering, a relentless curse that has plagued the forest for centuries. It's a tale of horrors that has endured, and they've unwittingly become part of its chilling narrative. Their very presence, a continuation of the forest's cursed legacy. Fear and paranoia drive treacherous betrayals within the group, as desperation pushes them to the brink. Sinister pacts are formed, and others descend into madness, their souls ensnared by the malevolence. The darkness of the forest has penetrated their very beings, and their humanity is slipping away. In their desperation, they turn on each other, their bonds shattered by the relentless terror that surrounds them, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to survive, even if it means sacrificing their own. Those who remain confront the forest's malevolent spirit in a cataclysmic showdown, where secrets and sins are laid bare. Choices forged in the crucible of terror will determine their fate. It's a battle for their souls, and the outcome will seal their destiny. In the darkest hour, they may confront the malevolence that has pursued them, facing their own sins and the haunting legacy of the cursed forest, and their final stand is a desperate bid to break free from the forest's unrelenting grip. The malevolent forest's secret is exposed, but at a heart-wrenching cost. The survivors, if any, are left to grapple with the gruesome aftermath of their decisions. They face their own darkest demons, and the scars will never heal. They've unearthed the forest's sinister past, but it has exacted a toll on their souls that can never be repaid. The forest's curse is a heavy burden that they will carry with them, a darkness that will forever haunt their lives, and their conclusion is a bittersweet realization that the forest's malevolence cannot be defeated, only survived. Those who manage to break free from the forest's grip bear scars that will never heal, their lives forever tainted by the nightmare. They swear to carry the dark secret with them to the grave, but the memory will haunt their every moment. They are free, but at what cost? The forest has taken a piece of their souls, and they can never truly escape its malevolence. The resolution is a somber acceptance that their lives will never be the same, and their escape is a fleeting moment of respite and a lifetime of haunting memories. In the aftermath, the forest appears tranquil, but the tension remains palpable, as if it anticipates its next unwitting victims. A bone-chilling breeze carries whispers of secrets beyond comprehension, and the cursed Whispering Woods lingers in profound, unending enigma, waiting for its next ill-fated visitors. The curse endures, and the forest's dark heart continues to beat with an insatiable hunger for souls, leaving the story of its malevolence to be repeated, generation after generation. And its end is a mysterious enigma that haunts the imagination, a tale that will never truly be concluded.